Somebody pay somebody. The first somebody needs to change. The first somebody is I. I
Okay.
pay somebody. Right? So one more time, can you repeat, Michael?
Yeah, I pay on somebody to cut my hair.
Precisely. I pay somebody to cut my hair. Very good. Very, very good. So that is precisely the one of the first things that you need to mentalize when you are talking about these specific expressions. We are going to talk about some verbs that are they are not considered chunks and they are not considered idiomatic expressions. These are specific forms for specific verbs when you are talking about delegating our our tasks, responsibilities that we delegate to another person. Okay. For example, look at this. It says here, I get my hair cut at that place. Usually, the standard structure person verb complement goes like this. I cut my hair at that place. But if you say I cut my hair, it means that you are cutting it yourself. You take the scissors and you literally cut your own hair. So watch this difference between this structure and the second structure. If I use the verb get, then the hair in this case, and then cut in past participle, I understand that I delegate the task of cutting my hair. You see what I mean? What do you observe in this case? What do you notice? Anyone? Do you notice anything? Okay, I have a chat message. Now I understand why you thought it was obvious. Okay, yes, because I have the participle. And technically, this cut is passive. This is not cut in present. You know, cut, present, past, and past participle. You see? So sometimes it's kind of obvious, kind of, but really, the verb changes depending on what you want to express. So we are going to study 4 different verbs today. The verb get, the verb have, the verb get, have, make, another two that I don't remember. In a moment we're gonna see what are the other two. Okay, so let's go through it. In past lessons, we saw that past participle verbs can work as adjectives too, right? Past participle verbs can work as adjectives too. These are called passive adjectives. Do you agree? In these examples, we have qualifier, qualifier adjectives describe things that were previously modified. Qualifier, now let's call it passive. Passive adjectives. That's much better. Passive adjectives describe the things that were previously modified. For example, in the previous level, we saw this. In the order of adjectives, the last one over here is qualifier passives. And here you have, for example, the eggs. Eggs that were previously fried are fried eggs. Beans that were previously cooked are cooked beans. A woman that was previously married is called a married woman. So, as you can see, is the verb in past participle. The verb used as an adjective, not as a verb. Got it? Well, the same case happens in passive voice. This is the tweet that we saw at the beginning, remember? So we have here a photographer was shot, a reporter was hit, and these two are past participles. Okay. Do you understand what we are talking about?
Yes, teacher.
Right? So when we say hair cut, what do you understand? According to this, can you connect it with this?
I think that it's describing like the action that the hair received.
Very good. The action that the hair received, being the hair, is the object of the sentence because, let's say, Mario the barber cut my hair. But Mario the barber is not relevant in my story. So I say, my hair was cut. Right? And this is a simple passive voice. Now, we also saw in previous classes, we saw that in passive voice, don't take or don't need, doesn't need the verb be necessarily, doesn't necessarily need the verb to be. Do you remember this? Who remembers this? Or who doesn't remember? So we talk about this. Okay, let me refresh your memory. There is a type of verb that needs an adjective or a description. Who? One extra point to the person that remembers what verse are we talking about. Thinking music.
I think, for example, the verb turn.
Good. That's one. That's one. You're very close. Another one.
Do you want an example?
Okay. Give me an example.
My sister turns. No. Let me think.
It's a verb plus description.
Yes, my apple turns. I don't know, green with the days.
The green with the days. Repeat. I didn't understand.
Yes, my apple turns green with the days.
Very good. Excellent. My apple turns green with the days. Very nice, which is it changes the color and you're talking about a transition, right?
Yeah.
You are correct. This is exactly the thing that we are talking about, right? It's one and the other. So these specific verbs like turn and also go, become, get, they are called linking verbs, right? And these linking verbs, of course, it's not necessary to remember the name because I don't want you to get distracted with grammar. Grammar is super complicated, but we need to remember that sometimes verbs need a description, and these specific lists need a description, and others need the noun or just the complement. Well, in this list, we are going to play with the following list. Watch this. Today we'll play with have or get plus simple verb. Have or get plus a thing plus past participle. Make plus simple verb. Get plus person plus connector to plus verb. Help plus simple verb. And let plus simple verb. It looks like a very, very complicated list, but if you understand the topic, you understand the sentence, it becomes super easy. I promise you that. Okay? And this should be yellow because this is a connector. There we go. As you can see, it's very similar to what we have in the list. Probably we have the verb get, but in the list you don't have the verb make, you don't have the verb help, and you don't have the verb let. That's why they are not considered linking verbs, but also they are not considered phrasal verbs. This is an exclusive list of expressions that is super useful to use. Check this out. Let's start with the first one. Number one, have. Have is equal to hand over. What is to hand over? To give, to pass, to delegate, precisely. Okay? And the chunk goes like this. Person, have, or get, plus person plus simple verb. Or person, have, or get, plus a thing, plus past participle. Watch the examples that we have in this slide. Read examples that you have here, Michael.
The leader had his assistants arrange the meeting for his college.
Uh-oh, for who?
For his collages? What is the correct pronunciation? Collegios?
Yeah, we need to check. We need to check the dictionary.
Colleague. Kale? No.
How do you pronounce the symbol?
G.
G, exactly.
G.
So, ka,
Colleague.
lig. You have a E.
Colleague. Okay, colleague.
Exactly.
Colleague.
Colleague. Okay,
Colleague.
Very good. Colleague.
colleague.
So what's colleague? Repeat the example number 1.
The leader had his assistant arrange the meeting for his colleague.
Right. Good. Let's analyze example number 1 before continuing. Who arranged the meeting in example number 1?
The
Assistant?
assistants.
The assistant.
Assistant.
Exactly. For who?
The leader?
No.
For the
For the-
leader. Michael is
Oh,
correct.
yes.
This specific structure determines that it was responsibility of the leader, but the leader gave the responsibility to a second person. This is to delegate. You see? Of course, we have a for his colleagues, which is explicit, but that specific thing is only the complement. Here we are talking about the leader handing and giving the responsibility of the meeting to the assistant. That's the usage of the verb have. You see what I mean? Questions? No? No questions? Easy?
In this case, was this instruction given in the past?
This instruction was given, incomplete. Was given in the past. Yes, by the leader.
Okay, so that's why we are using had. Okay, okay, and the verb is always in simple form.
Okay, the second one.
Yes.
Yes, the second one is
Okay.
simple form.
Okay.
The first one determines the time, and the
Yes.
second one is just the
The
task
simple form.
that
Okay.
we are talking
okay.
about.
Okay. Thanks.
Good question. Good question. Let me take a note on that. The first verb determines the time, and the second one is just the task. Therefore, it doesn't need time. Everything is expressed in the first verb. Right. The second example happened in past 2. So let's study that one. Read the second example, Isaac.
Yes, the leader had the meetings arranged for his colleagues.
Exactly.
Passive, passive voice is not necessary to mention the assistant. Okay.
You see what happens here?
Yes. Yes, we are using like the chunk number 2.
Right. Chunk number 2. We have the thing done.
Yes.
And it's the same idea. It's only a passive voice where who does the action is just probably irrelevant to the story, right? Probably we are giving more emphasis on the person who delegated the task. right? Understood?
Yes, teacher. Yes.
Super cool.
Mm.
Well, these first two examples are in past, but you can also talk in different times. Let's imagine that in the third example, we have the person talking in future. Okay? Help me with this example, Michael.
I'll have my business partner send you an email regarding the proposal.
Right. It's exactly the same thing.
Mm.
Similar to the first chunk number one.
Mhm.
I'll have my business partner send you. So I will tell my business partner to do something for you. In other words.
Okay.
And in the last one, I'll have an email. Is the same sentence, but eliminating my business partner. Help me, Michael, with the last one.
I'll have an email sent regarding the proposal.
By who? By
Business
who?
partner?
By the business partner. Totally correct. Yes or no? Easy or difficult?
So, more or less.
So, more or less.
Mhm.
Well, it's your turn to make examples.
Okay.
Right? In the next, in the bottom of the slide, you have verbs that you can use in this structure. We have the verb done, fixed, checked, repaired, picked up, printed, built, paid, etc. All the things that you can delegate to another person.
Okay.
Who wants to give me an example?
I think I want an example. My father have me take care my brothers.
Okay, very good. Have me take care, my brothers. Connect your brothers. You have an incomplete idea.
To
What is
my
a connector?
brothers?
Take care to my brothers. What is a collocation? The chunk for take care.
Take care.
What is the chunk for take care?
The same, no? The same?
Sylvie is correct. The connector for take care. Watch this.
Yeah.
When you care. Watch this.
Okay. Care of my brothers.
To care of my brothers. Exactly. To
Okay.
care for somebody, something. To be careful about something. To be responsible. This one. To be responsible for or to deal with a situation or task.
Okay.
You see?
Okay. Gotcha.
Complete idea, Mike.
My fathers have me take care of my brothers.
Good. Now, how many fathers, masculine, do you have?
My father.
Only one father, no?
Uh-huh.
What is the word? What is the word for mom and dad, plural?
Woman's? Oh,
No, mom and dad.
mom and dad. Uh-huh.
What is the word for mom and dad?
Mother?
Mother is only one.
No? Mothers? Parents.
Parents, exactly.
Ah, okay.
A person's father and mother. So we use leave plural if they are your parents.
Okay.
If you say fathers, you have two masculine fathers.
Okay. Okay.
Complete.
My parents have me take care of my brothers.
Perfect. If you are speaking in present, or are you speaking in past?
Pass. My parents
Okay.
had me take care of my brothers.
Much better. That's all. You see?
Mm-hmm.
Very good. What about what if you eliminate me, Michael? Say the same idea, but eliminate me.
Oh.
Action.
My parents
Uh-huh.
had
Uh-huh.
my brothers
Exactly.
take care.
Uh-huh.
And
Are you using chunk number one or chunk number two?
Taken care.
What is the past participle of take?
Taken.
Taken.
Taken. Okay, my parents had my brothers taken care.
Taken care. By who?
By me.
Yes. Don't separate the chunk taken care of by me.
Okay.
Don't separate the chunk. Okay?
Okay.
Take a note. Write this note. That was very good. Very, very good. Next. Next. The verb is Isaac. Give me an example with this structure.
Sure. My mother will have my sister pick up the clothes from the laundry.
Okay, organization. You need to talk about. Okay. You confused chunk number one and chunk number two because you use past participle, but you
Yeah.
mentioned the clothes and the sister.
Okay.
So you are confusing both things.
Okay. Let me try again. So the first structure is the person that it will be my mother will have
Okay.
my sister
Right.
pick up the clothes.
Exactly. Simple verb.
Yeah, from the laundry.
From the laundry. Excellent. That's the one. Because you said
Yes.
picked in past participle.
Yeah.
And that's chunk number two.
Yes, and for the second structure is my mother have have the clothes. My mother will have the clothes picked up by my sister.
Perfect. Exactly. I would say that this in this final line, I would say that you can use the by as an optional case. If it's very, very relevant to say who, by who, you can use the connector by. In this case, it's like didactic examples, but if you need to say by who, be my guest.
Okay.
Very nice. Very, very good. Questions? I arrived home, going to participate on my sex device. Perfect. Perfect. All right, let me just put this on a bigger scale so you can have it. Perfect. Much better. Let's pass to the next verb. The next verb. Oh, there you have it. This was the exercise. Oopsie doopsie. But perfect. That's the idea. Get. On the verb get, we have a different meaning. Now we are talking about persuasion. To persuade. What is to persuade? Give me the definition, Mike.
To make someone agree to do something by giving them reason what they should. For example, he finally come with us.
Again. He did what?
He finally
Okay.
finally come with us, although it took a long time to persuade him.
Good. Okay. When you want to talk about persuasion, technically persuasion is convincing another person. And we use the verb get to persuade other person, to motivate other person to do something. Look at this chunk. It's person plus get another person to do something for you. Person gets another person to do something for you. Look at this. Get means convince. I got my brother to wash my car. So I convinced my brother to wash my car. Second, my friends got me to wear a summer dress that is not my style. This girl didn't like the dress, but her friends convinced her to wear it. Do you understand it? Yes, teacher. Okay, perfect, fantastic, very good. So let's make examples. Okay. Oh, by the way, before the example, check the second part. Get means hire. Hire. Who knows what is hire?
Like contract. I don't know if the word contract exists in English.
Exists, but not as a verb.
It's not like a noun.
Contract is a noun. How do you try to modify it? Or to use the word contract?
Like when a person is contracted by an enterprise.
Contract is not a verb.
Yeah.
You can.
When you pay a person to do something by giving them like
That was
something
very
to say.
complicated.
Yeah.
That's very
I
complicated.
complicate my existence by myself.
Yes, exactly. You overcomplicated stuff. You can say when a person gives a contract to another person. That's it.
Okay, that's what I was going to say.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, of course, of course, of course. That's what I imagine. Also, like to make another person work for you. That's another way. You see? That's exactly it. So this example goes like this. The couple got a wedding coordinator to take care of all their wedding needs. This is a very interesting part because you can eliminate the connector to. In the second example, if you erase the connector to, there is no problem. The couple got a wedding coordinator, take care of all their wedding needs. Is it necessary to use to? Not really. Both are correct. And this specific one can be similar to chunk number 2, right? For example, the couple got all their wedding needs taken care of by a wedding coordinator. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Super cool. The third example is chunk number 2. The first example is chunk number 3. And you can modify your examples this way. Get can be similar to convince or similar to hire. You're gonna give me 2 examples. One with hire, one with convince. Let's begin with Isaac.
For the first, I could say my let me see. My sister got a graphic designer to create her logo.
Very good.
Is it correct to say logo? I don't know. Is it?
Logo is a word in English, actually.
Really? Yeah.
Perfect, perfect. That is excellent. Very good.
Yes.
This is, in this case, is similar to hire.
Yes.
When it's similar to hire, you can build number 2. So try to say the same as chunk number 2.
Yes, my sister. I don't remember. Did I say it in past or in? Yes, I think that it was
I
past.
understood past.
Yes, my sister got my sister got I'm not sure. No sé in past, but my sister got a logo. My sister got a logo made by a graphic designer.
Exactly.
Yes, I didn't remember. The past participle of make.
It's exercising your memory. Good. Very
Yes.
good. Very, very good. Very nice, man. The next one. Go, Sylvie.
Uh, I got my sister to laundry my clothes.
You got your sister to laundry my clothes. Similar problem with contract. Laundry is not a verb.
To I got my sister to do the laundry.
Okay, that's good. I got my sister to do the laundry. Very nice. That's a good one. This is chunk number 3. You cannot change it.
No.
Yes, you can change it. Change it to chunk number 2.
I get the laundry done by my sister. No.
I get the laundry, but your original sentence
My
was in present or in past?
yeah. In present.
In present. So,
In past.
in present or in past?
It was in present?
Your original idea was past.
Yeah, past. No. Yeah. I got the laundry done by my
Yes, exactly. That's correct. The second one is delegating. The first one can be similar to convince. You know?
Yeah.
Very good. Very, very good. Finally, Michael, give me one.
Maybe the Trump get American people to vote for him.
Fantastic, man. Perfect. Are you talking in past or in present or in future? I don't understand anything.
Past. Trump got American people to vote for him.
Excellent. When you say convince, you cannot change it to chunk number 2. That's a sentence. Trump got the American people to vote for him. Great job, man. Great, great job. Let's pass to the next. Help. The verb help has a very similar chunk and a little note. It's necessary to be taken in this case because there are 2 different ways to use the verb help, but only one is more common. It says here, be of assistance for someone or assist someone doing something. Look at the examples that we have here. One of them has a connector to. One of them has a connector to, and the other doesn't have the connector to. You see? When it doesn't have the connector to, this is the most common. Help a person do, not help a person to do. Try to check this in different examples. Read this. It is unnecessary, but to can be used after the verb help. It is more common not to use to after help. For example, idea number 1. They helped her clean her house. You can also say they helped her to clean her house, but the first one sounds better. Sally helps me do my homework every night. Again, we have the verb in simple form. So, Michael, who helps you?
My sister helps me study mathematics.
Very good. That sounds good. Help. Are you talking in past, in present, in future? What are you doing?
Past. My
Ah,
sister helped.
good.
Okay. My sister helped me study mathematics.
Very good. That's a common one. Perfect. Isaac, what does Silvana help you do? I hope
Nothing.
nothing, right? I imagine.
Oh, what? Oh, thank you.
Nothing. You do everything, right, Isaac?
Yes, yes. For
These
example,
women.
Silvana helps me to.
Naturally you said too.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Help me love, love.
Okay.
No.
The Silvana helps me. Uh, how to say? Cook my dinner.
Oh, that's so nice. That's very, very nice. Oh, yes. Sorry, Silvana. That's a very nice effort. I nobody makes my dinner. No, you are a lucky guy, bro.
I know.
Yes, yes, yes. And Silvana, what does Isaac help you? Especially
Many
for dinner.
things.
I,
Like what?
Um, Isaac, help me.
Are you talking in present or in past?
I said help, help.
Helped past.
Uh-huh. Study for the English exam.
Excellent. Great job. Great job. Very, very good. It's very important to have if you're talking in present, this happens a lot to Michael, but sometimes has happened to you guys. Don't forget the
yes,
S.
yes,
And if you forget the S or you don't forget the S, don't forget the time expression. How often? If it's an S, you need to use usually, sometimes, often, never, etc.
Yeah.
Very good, guys. Great, great job. Let's take a little break because Jesse will pass attendance. So let's go, yes.
Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Hi, night.
So, is here Mike?
Mike,
Yes, here.
Hi, Mike. Thank you. Robert? No.
Robert, no absent.
Rafael? Assume too?
Rafa, no. And he
Mhm.
envió mensaje ¿va? En el grupo.
Oh, wait.
Okay.
Silvana?
Hi, Jessie, I'm here.
Hi, Silvana. Good night. Thank you.
Thank you,
Isaac?
dear.
Hello, here.
Hi, Isaac. Thank you.
Thanks.
And Alex. You too.
Alex, sí, hay que ponerle asistencia porque está haciendo su examen.
All right.
¿Vale? De todos modos, le enviamos la foto, se comprometió a ver la grabación.
Yes. So, thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much.
See you.
Perfect, guys. This one is easier, but there is something very, very interesting here. Naturally, your mind makes you say to. I mean, it's supernatural, and you instantly say, help me to do, try to avoid this impulse, okay? Forget about the connector too, when you say help. Any question?
Not sure.
Awesome. So let's go through the fifth verb. This is uppercase. Let. The verb let is similar to allow. This is very similar to the previous one. We normally say connector to in a very natural form. We say to, let me to do. That's super incorrect, especially with this one. This one is very, very different because if you say to, it's wrong. Let's read it. Help me with the reading, Michael.
I don't let my toddler play on the dining table.
Again. What don't you do?
I don't let me toddler.
Me, but me is a different word.
Yeah, so I don't let my toddler play
All right.
on dining.
How do you pronounce this word?
Hitler? I don't know.
Ta.
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 Ta. Taido? Taido?
Okay, that's difficult. Blur.
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 Actually, you can say this. Tad.
Tad.
Toddler.
Toddler.
Yeah. What is a toddler?
A child who
What again? A what?
A child?
A child, much better.
A child who has only recently learned to walk.
Very small baby. For example, this toddler. This is definitely a toddler.
Okay.
A rugrat. Action.
I don't let my toddler play on the dining table.
Perfect. Instantly we say like it feels incomplete, no? Because our mind is telling us, hey, I need a connector too. I think it's necessary, the connector too, but it's not necessary, guys. Okay? Don't you worry about that. The connector too is not necessary when you use the verb let. She doesn't let us go on a trip alone. They won't let her see John again. I let all these unfortunate events happen and don't let them get to you. This in order. So let's try to make an example. Tell me, as a literal question, Sylvie, why wouldn't, remember that would is for actions in past. What wouldn't your parents let you do when you were younger?
My parents won't let me go.
Sorry, did you say won't?
Yeah.
That's for future. You're talking about past. What is the auxiliary for routines in the past?
Wouldn't.
Wouldn't. Perfect. Complete.
My parents wouldn't let me go. I was going to say to a party, but is it correct to say to? Or is it correct?
Yes, of course, because the first two was for the verb. These two is for direction, for destination. They is very different and very independent from the connector two that you are omitting.
Okay, so my parents wouldn't let me go to a party.
Excellent. Good. When you were younger.
Yeah, but that doesn't merit me. No.
Very nice. Excellent. Rebel. Good. What about Michael? What won't your boss or your authority at the office let you do? Never and never and never. Tell me something you want to do at the office, but you cannot do.
Okay, my boss won't let me spend my time in other activities.
Good. Perfect. Let me spend my time in other activities. Perfect. Isaac, what about your what about your supervisor?
My supervisor, my boss. Uh-huh.
Yes.
What? What?
Exactly. If you talk about your authority, you usually use won't because it's like
Yes.
it's impossible to do.
My supervisor won't let me wear shorts at the office.
Wear shorts at the office. Very nice. And do you want to wear shorts at the office?
Yes, sometimes because
It's very hot.
yes.
That will be great. That will be just great.
Or maybe wear a pajama.
At least, no?
Yes.
Sounds good. Sounds very, very nice. Excellent, guys. You understand this very good. That was a very nice example because they never use to, guys. Your examples were great. So in conversation, don't forget to avoid the connector. Okay? Something very important about the verb let is that the verb let is also similar to allow. If the intention is to express a more formal sentence, the verbs allow and permit can be used. This is only for formal speech. In a normal speech, we use let. But in a formal speech, we use allow or permit. Take that as a consideration when you are trying to speak at the office, to have a conference, in a meeting, etc. Got it?
But we need to follow the same rule that we don't need to use the oh no allow and permit have we need to use the connector to right.
Yes, that is a good observation. With the use of allow and permit, we have to use to.
Okay.
But I don't allow my toddler play at the dining table. No, yes, yes. In this case, you need a connector too.
Okay, thanks.
Very tricky, no? Because they mean the same, but they have different collocations, different chunks. So just watch out for these two. Got it? The last one. And the last one will be up to the dictionary because I still need to complete it. We're gonna take the verb make and we are going to use it. Make him happy, makes me laugh, make it an issue. Aha, this is it. I thought I had it, but I don't know where is it. Have, no, it's not here. Oh, have. To force somebody to do something. Do you understand force?
Yeah.
Yes. This is very similar to what we have on the previous slides. They made me repeat the whole story, which means I didn't want to repeat the whole story, but they forced me. This is very similar to get, convince, but The difference is how intense it was. To get is to convince, and to have is to force. There was no other option. Okay? The chunk goes person, make another person, simple verb. It goes like this. Person, make another person, do. Okay? Another one, she must be made to comply with the rules. In this case, you can use the connector too. Or the other, he never cleans his room and his mother never tries to make him. Make him, period. Make him what? Make him clean his room. These are examples. Got it? For example, Michael, what did your mother used to make you do when you were younger? What did your mother used to make you do when you were younger?
My mother didn't make me apologize for my bad actions.
Nice, very good. Didn't? Can you repeat?
Sorry, no. My mother made me apologize for my bad actions.
My mother made me apologize for my bad actions. Very good. What is the expression for routines in the past?
Verb to be? Did. No.
Routines in the past. Auxiliary for routines is a modal verb.
I couldn't.
I couldn't. Used to. My question included used to. What did your mother used to make you do?
My mother
used to.
Okay, my mother used to make me my homework every day.
Whoa, and what happened to the apologize?
Okay.
La original idea.
Okay, my mother used to make me apologize for my bad actions.
Perfect, very good. Very nice. What about Isaac? Tell me something your boss make somebody else do, not you.
Okay, my boss makes my coworkers arrive on time.
Perfect, that's a good one. Very nice. That's a good one. The last one, Sylvie. What does your I don't know. What does the police make us do that we don't like?
The police makes us follow the rules.
Exactly. That's correct. Easy as that, my people. Now you are familiar with causative verbs. So it was not so obvious, right? There we needed a little theory for that exercise. No? Now you have it. Do you have any question?
No, teacher.
Well, your screenshot because we finished for today.
Yes.
Good job, guys. Excellent job. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good day.
Okay, teacher, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Mm.